This is Tom Chambers for Poker Savvy. This is a heads-up match I played against SirWatts, Mike Watson. We played two heads-up matches in the deep 200 BB heads-up sit and goes on PokerStars. So that was the opening hand of the first one. I raised the button with a trashy, disconnected rainbow ace-XXX hand and folded to a 3-bet. It's the kind of hand that just doesn't play very well in position at all. There's some people that argue for calling 3-bets with just about everything in position, but I think there are some hands that that really just aren't comfortable at all in 3-bet pots. Right now I've got my for the first couple minutes of this, my Hold'em Manager stats on the screen, and at the time I'd just gotten Hold'em Manager, and I was too dumb to figure out how to move the thing off of the stack sizes. It's actually really easy. You just right-click and move. But I end up just turning it off, so that you will be able to see stack sizes for most of the video. Here with a double-suited ace-XXX hand. Yeah, there I go. Double-suited ace-XXX hand. I flopped a gut shot along with top pair. I'm certainly planning to continue the multiple streets most of the time. Most likely he's going to check call there if he continues, and then I'll have decisions as to whether to bet the turn or not, and whether to end up seeing showdown. But versus a check raise there, I would be a little bit suspicious, most likely, and at least peel. Having position would make it easy with the backdoors that I had. Overall, button raise percentage can be anywhere from, I think, 75 or 80 to 100. I think there are definitely people who play heads up and play well who raise 100% of buttons. I think I tend to fold the really bottom end trashy hands, the hands that are just absolute junk, like deuce deuce six jack and stuff like that. That hand that I just folded there out of position is pretty tight fold. The king queen jack with a dangler. Having three hearts was there's an example of a folding hand, the 3-3-10-6, or I think that's what it was, rainbow hand. Doesn't there's nothing wrong with I think with scaling back and moving from 100% to 80%, because that extra 20% doesn't add that much value, and I think it's good for the rhythm of the match that you be folding occasionally, keep your opponent from 3-betting you as much. And oh, this is a very interesting hand. I remember this. When he leads here, I decide to do something a bit unusual and just flat. My thought process is basically that I think his lead is something that he would do with air, with a medium draw, a decent amount, and I want to give him the opportunity to keep barreling, and I wanted to see a good turn card. When I see this turn card, I figure that he's either betting with a strong hand that we're going to get significant action in with anyway, or he's going to or he's bluffing, and I want to give him the opportunity to triple barrel. On this river, I don't think he would have led with any of the hands that beat me. I think he would have most likely check raised. I actually know what he ended up having here. He ended up having a set of threes, and he folds it, but or at least that's what he told me. But at the time, I was thinking that he was reasonably likely to have something like a flush that he was leading with that draw, but I didn't think he would be very likely to have queen nine and to have just gone bet with it. I would have thought he would have check raised with queen nine or with a set, and so I decided to go for a little bit of thin value here. I'm representing a full house clearly, and I lose to some full houses, but I expected him to sometimes think that I was messing around, especially early in the match. We know each other. I thought that's why I was a little bit suspicious of his initial lead, that I thought he would be doing sort of early on, leading into the razor as a bluff, and I wanted to sort of string him along for as long as possible. And then once I paired the board, obviously in the turn, then we've got a way ahead, way behind situation.